Welcome back, guys, to another video, and I got another tune series to show you today. I have all the first editions for the 2005 Torpedo series, and I'm gonna go through them in order of collection number. I'm gonna talk about the variations for the first edition release and also go over some of the re-releases, but most of these, probably over half of them, have zero re-releases, and for that reason, I think this is probably the least successful tune series. A lot of these castings are pretty obscure and took me a long time to complete this series. I got the last car I needed in March of 2024, so just over a year ago. And yeah, years in the making to finally get all the first editions. Still need to get some of the variations, but I have one variation of each of the first editions to show you. So let's get right into it with the first one, collector number 41 for 2005. It is Tor-Speedo. I wonder if my camera will focus today. It never does, so why would it today? Kind of a, like, formula car or Indy car, I'm not really sure, but something I just noticed is I think this is missing something right here. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's just like that, I don't know, it kind of looks like it's missing something, but plastic base. This one has PR5s. This one did have some first edition variations. You could get this one with PR5s like this one has, 5 spokes, or blings, which that has to be pretty rare. That would be kind of weird looking. Would love to have it though. Purple, kind of interesting. This is one of the few that did get re-releases. This one had 3 re-releases. It had a 2006 release, I think in the main line. Yeah, in the main line. And that one had 2 wheel variations. One with just, I think, OH5s maybe, or 5 PR5s, I'm not sure. And the other one had faster than evers. And then it also had a release in 2007 for the Easter series, which I do have that one, and I will show you it just because I have it right here. So here's the one of the 2007 Easter ones. So Walmart and Target each got different variations of this. So this is the Target color. The Walmart color is like teal, I think, maybe. I'm not really sure, but there you go. 2007 Tor-Speedo there. Next up, we have number 42. It is Bullet Nose. No, it's not. I lied. That's the third one. This is the second one. The 71 Dodge Charger, which I really like how this one looks. I personally think that the like licensed castings look best in this series, or should I say the best castings in this series are the licensed castings. I just think they look way goofier than any of the other Tune series licensed cars. This one is pretty cool. Metal on metal. Most of these are metal on metal. The only exceptions are Tor-Speedo and Trim Truck. This one has this big like lip splitter on the front that I always thought was interesting. Very cool. And this one has 0 variations and 0 re-releases, so not much to talk about there. So third one, collector number 43, is Bullet Nose, kind of based off a Studebaker, I think. This is probably one of the first torpedoes I ever got. Pretty cool. And there is no variations and no re-releases. So again, not much to talk about there. The fourth casting, number 44, is It's So Skinny. That is the name of it. It's, I think, probably kind of Bugatti Veyron inspired. And this one has no variations for a first edition, but it did get a re-release in 2006 in the mainline, so you can get this one in pink and gray is the color on that one in 2006. So there you go. That one, I never see that one. The only one I've ever seen is the one I own. So that one's pretty unusual. Number 45 is Blastice. This one, I like the orange plastic, but otherwise this is probably the least interesting casting, I guess, from the series. I think it's also one of the least, loved, I guess. I think a lot of people hate this casting. I don't hate it. I like it, kind of. I'm biased because I had one when I was younger. One of my first torpedoes. So a little bit biased with the nostalgia. But this one had a wheel variation on First Edition, and I do actually have that one. Here's a wheel variation with faster than evers. So side by side. And then this one actually had quite a few re-releases. It had 6 re-releases, and 4 of those were international, so ungodly rare. But 2 of them were in the United States. One from 2007, which I have right here. This is the 2007 one. This is the one I had when I was younger that I was talking about. I think I like the colors on this one better. And then another release in 2012 in the multi-packs as a multi-pack exclusive. So kind of odd re-releases for that one. Next up, 46, collector number 46. This is the Subaru Impreza WRX. This is the last one I needed. This is the one that took me the longest to find. Got this one, like I said, March 2024 at an antique store for $1. Was so happy to finally get this and finally complete the series. So happy. Super cool casting. I really like it. I like the graphics. Again, metal on metal. The wing is part of the body. It's not like plastic like the Charger or that one or one of the upcoming ones. Yeah. Pretty cool. And not focused. But yeah. Funny enough, though, a few months, quite a few months, in December, I found a second one of these. So 2 in 1 year after almost 10 years of looking at least. So that's crazy. Next up we have number 47. This is Slider. I'm not sure what this is based off of. I think it's supposed to be like a Mitsubishi Eclipse. I feel like I see that in the taillights, but not so much on the front end. It honestly almost looks more like an SN95 Mustang or something. I'm not sure, but I think I read somewhere it's loosely based on Eclipse. Like the color on this one. Cool casting. You know, tuner casting, gotta have that in 2005. Yeah. This one had a wheel variation, which I will show you, because I have that one. So here's the wheel variation of faster than evers. Every single one of these that had a wheel variation, for the most part, except for Tor-Speedo, it was just a faster than ever wheel variation. So there you go. There's the 2 of them. And then it did get 2 re-releases in 2006 and 2008. I do have the 2006 one. It's from the main line. Pretty play worn, but I really like this one. The 2008 release, I think, was as a playset release. Yeah, there you go. Really cool. At least a couple of these castings got re-releases that we can appreciate. Next up is number 48. It is Overboard 454T. Really like when they tune already existing Hot Wheels fantasy castings. Pretty cool. Very funny looking, and no variations and no re-releases, which is kind of a shame. Super cool. Number 9 is collector number 49. It's Trim Truck. Again, this is one of the earliest torpedoes that I had. This is the second one with a plastic base. Only these 2 have plastic bases. Everything else is metal and metal, so they're pretty good downhill racers, track-wise. Trim Truck. Cool to have a pickup truck in the series. Pretty boring, pretty plain. There's a wheel variation with faster than evers, but other than that, nothing else. No re-releases or anything like that, which is a shame. I think it would have been cool to see that one in some different colors, maybe. The last one, collector number 50, my bad. The Willies Coupe. This is probably one of the coolest ones from the whole series. It's got a fold-out drag bar like Nitro Door Slammer or the 49 Merc. Super cool. This one, I feel like it's not as obvious that it's a torpedo, which I think makes it a little bit more, I don't know, acceptable to some people. Really cool. Probably one of my favorites from the series. Not gonna lie. It's the only one with skinny tires in the front. Yeah, and I don't know if I said this already, but no variations and no re-releases. Which I think this series is probably the one with the most single-use castings out of all of the tuned series. I think, for the most part, all the other tuned cars got at least one re-release. So, I know a lot of people don't like these, but I really do like them, probably for their obscurity. But, anyways, I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on these and your experiences with finding these cars, because in my experience, you know, I'm not buying these on eBay or anything. I'm hunting these down at thrift stores, garage sales, and flea markets, and it was very difficult to do. So, love to hear your guys' experiences. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.